Tower Drive at the Public Works Expansion Project. Joining us today will be Assistant City Engineer Paul Copy. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us, Paul.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, so the original Parks building has been demolished. What's going to be built in its place?
Well, over here on the West Campus, we plan to replace our fleet services and add a new building over here. It's about 28,000 square feet. Behind that, we're going to add an 18,000 square foot cold storage facility, along with the city's fuel island.
So with fleet services moving across the street, where will Parks maintenance be?
Parks maintenance is going to be relocated over to the East Campus so they can be housed along with the Streets Division and the Utilities Divisions.
So you're referring to the East Campus, that's the Public Works building, correct?
Correct.
So what kind of renovations will be happening to that building?
So the East Campus, or the existing Public Works building, is going to be completely gutted out and remodeled. We're going to renovate the existing fleet services area into new locker rooms. The upstairs of the building is going to be renovated to house the Parks Maintenance Division, the Streets and Utilities Divisions, all in the one campus, and hopefully last us 10 years.
So all of those staff members, will they be relocated somewhere?
Currently, they're all relocated around the city to existing facilities. They'll stay there until we get the building complete summer of next year.
So will this affect the public, or is there anything our residents need to know about how to get in touch with the Public Works staff?
Just like any other construction project, we ask that citizens and residents watch their speeds and watch for construction traffic along the site. Also along the area, there's construction barrier fencing. We ask that residents respect that barrier, the signage. The project shouldn't have an overall effect on public contact with the Public Works Department. As we move forward with the project, if services are relocated, we'll have signage and get information out to residents.
So how long do you think the construction will be going on for?
We should have the construction wrapped up by about this time next summer and everything complete and everybody in their new homes.
Great, well thanks so much for speaking with us today, Paul.
Thanks for having me today.
Feed My Starving Children is coming back to the Sports Center this fall. Megan Beck has that and more in our Woodbury City Update.
Thanks, Emma. Woodbury will hold city council elections later this year. Voters will elect a mayor and 2 council seats. Those interested in serving on the city council need to file for the election beginning July 31st. Candidates must file with the city's administration department by August 14th. The filing fee is $40. City council elections are nonpartisan and candidates run for their seats at large. All candidates filing will appear on the November general election ballot. Woodbury voters will vote in the state's primary election on Tuesday, August 14th. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the city's 16 precincts. No city offices will be on the primary ballot, but voters will narrow the field of candidates seeking election to federal, state, and county offices. If you can't get to the polls that day, you can vote absentee between now and August 13th by going to one of the Washington County Service Centers. You can also request a ballot by phone or online through the Minnesota Secretary of State's office. The county is looking for volunteers to serve as election judges for the primary. Election judges administer election procedures and ensure voters' rights are protected on Election Day. Those interested can get more information on Washington County's website or call 651-430-6790. The City of Woodbury recently honored this year's Environmental Excellence Award winners. The Powers Lake Townhome Association was awarded for their efforts in water conservation. The Grove United Methodist Church earned an award for renewable and alternative energy. Excellence in Waste Reduction and Recycling was awarded to the Wood Lane Professionals Building. Health Partners Woodbury Clinic was singled out for sustainable business practices, while TRIA was given the Green Building Award for new construction. Finally, a group of residents was recognized for their work in the Tamarack Nature Preserve. All the winners were honored at the June 27th City Council meeting. Feed My Starving Children is hosting another mobile pack event at Healthy Sports Center October 4th through the 7th. The goal is to pack over 5 million meals for children all over the world. 10% of the money donated will go to the local Christian Cupboard food shelf. This event is looking for more than 19,000 volunteers to pack meals in 2-hour shifts over the 4-day period. It's a great opportunity for work groups, service organizations, and individuals to have fun and serve others. You can register beginning August 4th at woodburyfeeds.org. It's time to grab your cameras and capture your favorite images during the 20th annual Focus on Woodbury photo contest sponsored by Woodbury Magazine. Your pictures will be placed into one of 5 categories: nature, pets, people, landmarks, and events. First place winners and runners-up will be announced in each category. You can submit entries online at woodburymag.com between now and August 31st. Individuals can submit up to 5 photos. Woodbury Days will celebrate its 40th year August 24th through the 26th at Ojibway Park. The festivities include a business fair, concerts by G.B. Layton and the Dweebs, fireworks, and much more. Woodbury Days button sales begin August 1st at participating stores and cost $5 or $15 for a family of 4. The Woodbury Days Council is looking for volunteers to help make this year's celebration the best ever. All volunteers will receive a t-shirt and special packages with gift certificates and goodies from several area businesses. Go to woodburydays.com and click on the volunteering tab to learn more and sign up. Any of your time is much appreciated. July is Smart Irrigation Month, and the city wants to remind you to water wisely. Please remember your lawn only needs 1 inch of water per week to stay healthy. You can avoid unnecessary watering by using a WaterSense certified smart irrigation controller, which connects through your Wi-Fi to access rainfall information and will not turn on when rain is likely. If you want more tips on how to be more efficient with lawn watering, we'll be posting tips on our Facebook page throughout the month. Also, remember that the city's lawn watering policy is in effect year-round. Lawn sprinkling is allowed on an odd-even schedule and is not allowed between noon and 5 p.m. Please remember your lawn only needs 1 inch of water per week to stay healthy. And finally, Woodbury is adding to its parks and trails system. Most of these new parks will be developed in southern Woodbury, south of Healthy Sports Center. All new parks will feature play areas, and some of the bigger parks will be large enough for athletic fields. Several miles of new trails will connect these parks. In addition, the South Washington Watershed District is considering building an environmental learning center in Glacial Valley Park. Concept plans for these parks are still being developed. You can view these plans on the city's website as they become available. Assistant Parks and Recreation Director Mike Adams can answer any questions about future park planning. And that's all for your Woodbury City update. Now back to Emma at Public Works.
Thanks, Megan. The contractor for this project is RJM Construction. Joining us now is Project Manager Curtis South. Hi, Curtis.
Thanks for having us on the show again.
Yeah, thanks for taking your time out of your day. So this project went down really quickly.
Yep.
Can you tell me how difficult that was?
There's a lot of preparation with taking down the existing building. Obviously, the city of Woodbury had some services that were still operating out of the old parks maintenance building. So we worked closely with the city here on getting those services temporarily moved out. Then also working with the local public utility services out here to get the disconnects and then have our excavator come out to do the building demolition.
So obviously this building went down a lot more quickly than a new building can go up. So when will you start breaking ground on that new building?
So on this campus over here, this is where the new fleet maintenance building and cold storage building are going to be constructed. Obviously the work is ongoing right now. We do plan on having these buildings turned over to the city by 2019. And then we are actually starting over at the warm storage addition, which is on the east campus. And that will track timeline-wise alongside this campus over here. So we do plan on having the warm storage addition completed here by the new year of 2019.
Well, that seems pretty seamless. Has there been any challenges that have arisen from this project?
I think the biggest challenges that we've had so far on the job is really just allowing the city to still operate while we do the construction. It's been a lot of meetings up front here with the city and the end users that are working full-time here on site, just to assure that the areas that we take down with the time frames that we have is going to still allow them to use the critical services here, but also allowing that discussion to happen and moving the services that could be temporarily off-sited.
So we just talked about the challenges. Are there any positives with working with the City of Woodbury?
It's a great project. We love working with the City of Woodbury. I would say the key things for the projects that we've done with the City of Woodbury is teamwork and collaboration. Obviously that goes a long ways on construction projects, especially when you're working on site with an operating facility. It's just making sure that that communication is always there and we're staying ahead of everyone and they understand the process and the areas that will be shut down throughout the construction project.
Well, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us today, Curtis, and good luck with the project.
Thanks for having us on the show again.
When we come back, we'll talk about a park renovation project starting this fall.
Welcome to the Rec Zone. I'm Recreation Specialist Elizabeth Owen.
And I'm John Hagan. The youngest triathlon in history is set for August 4th. The Tiny Tot Triathlon will have your tiny tot running, rolling, and getting wet through our splash pad. This event takes place at the Healthy Sports Center and only costs $8.
Enjoy free movies at Ojibway Park. We'll be showing the movie Descendants 2 on August 9th. The movie is free and begins at dusk.
Go behind the scenes of the Puppet Wagon by attending Puppet Wagon Camp. Learn how to write shows and perform them. It all takes place from August 13th through the 16th at Evergreen West Park.
The 40th annual Woodbury Days celebration is the weekend of August 24th at Ojibway Park. On Saturday, we need you to take the Woodbury Days Challenge. You and a teammate will race around the festival completing fun challenges. It's free! And stop by the Kids Gazebo by 3:30 p.m. to sign up.
You can register for these programs and more by logging on to woodburyrecreation.com or by calling 651-714-3583. That's all for the Rec Zone. I'm John Hagan.
And I'm Elizabeth Owens.
And I'm Cannon Joe!
Here we go. Go to Wood!
Hey, where are you going?
The lightning prediction system just went off, so we're seeking shelter.
There's no rain. I have not heard any thunder, and I know there's no lightning.
But Coach, the lightning prediction system alarm goes off when the lightning is present within a 3-mile radius. When the alarm sounds, you're supposed to seek shelter until the all clear is given.
And when might that be?
When you hear 3 short blasts of the siren.
We have a game to get ready for, a lot of work to do. Do you guys really want to stop in the name of safety?
Let's stay safe!
Okay, let's go.
The lightning prediction system is there for your protection. Enjoy the game and observe the warnings.
Welcome back. Ojibway Park is one of the oldest parks in Woodbury. Beginning this fall, it will be receiving major upgrades. Assistant Parks Director Mike Adams tells us what some of those updates will be.
Hi, I'm Mike Adams, Assistant Park and Recreation Director with the City of Woodbury. I'm here at Ojibway Park, which has been drawing the community together for the last 40 years. This fall, we have lots of plans in store for Ojibway Park. Here's what we have in mind. The project will begin with the demolition of our existing park building, which no longer meets our users' needs. The new park building will feature a multi-purpose room, a new lobby space, restrooms, and a new patio overlooking the amphitheater. The Woodbury Lions Bandshell will also receive a facelift as part of this project, with exterior upgrades including new paint, a new wood ceiling, and roofing to match the new park building. A few new trail segments will also be included as part of the project in Ojibway Park, including a boardwalk through our wetland area and new trails to increase access and improve circulation throughout the park. More is in store for Ojibway's Skate Plaza, with 2 new quarter pipes on either end of the plaza, as well as some concrete maintenance that'll happen along the way. A new destination playground is also included in the plans, which will be fun for toddlers all the way through high school students. Some of the new park features will include a balance trail, spinning options, a new climbing net, and plenty of swings. Construction will begin with the demolition of the existing park building after Woodbury Days of this year. The new park building will be constructed over the winter, and the rest of these site improvements will be completed in the summer of 2019. Our goal is to keep the remainder of the park open as much as possible throughout this entire process. Ojibway Park has been a jewel of the community for the last 40 years. We are so excited for all the improvements we have in store that will keep Ojibway Park as a community destination for years to come.
The renovations will ensure that Ojibway Park continues to be an active place for years to come in our growing community. Emerald ash borer is active in the city and is destroying the city's population of ash trees. The city's forestry division is out trying to combat this destructive insect.
Emerald ash borer is an insect that attacks ash trees. Over time, it prevents the tree from sending water and nutrients up and down the tree, and it'll kill the tree. When we're doing inspections on ash trees, it's typically done, we're just gonna walk around the base of the tree and look up into the canopy to see if I can distinguish any differences in the bark color, which is gonna show us woodpecker activity, to show us that there is emerald ash borer underneath the bark up in there. Easiest way you can identify an ash is by the bark, and there's little diamond shapes in the bark, the ridges of the bark. But right now, we've been doing inspections to do removals. We've got about 100 ash trees we're going to remove this year. within the boulevard areas, and then probably around another 100 or so in the parks area. So we're trying to get a jump on the removals. The biggest thing with that is when these ash trees die, they're all going to die at the same time, and it presents a public safety hazard to have a lot of dead trees around. So we're trying to phase this removal process so we can take chunks each year and try and remove them on our terms before they become a hazard. And then we'll be replanting in those same areas, different species, different varieties, for when the next bug or next disease hits, we don't have a total loss of an area. So this park is an example of something we've been doing the last few years. There's 8 mature ash trees. So we came in and we planted in between all of these ash trees in anticipation of the ash trees being removed. Once those ash trees are removed, we already have trees in place. I love trees. There's a reason we're doing this. In the long run, it's going to be worth it. It's a little hiccup we have to go through for the grand scheme of things.
During construction, the park's maintenance division will be working out of the Law Lake Retreat Center. The Alamo Drafthouse was one of the most anticipated additions to Woodbury Lakes this summer. City planner Eric Searles takes us on a tour of this one-of-a-kind movie theater.
We are here at Woodbury Lakes in front of the new Alamo Drafthouse. The Alamo Drafthouse is a 9-screen movie theater experience and also includes a full-service bar and restaurant and much, much more. Let's head inside and check it out. Hey Tim.
Hey.
Welcome to Woodbury.
Thanks for being here.
This place looks amazing. Can you tell me more about what makes this a unique theater?
We have a full from-scratch kitchen and a full bar. So we have service in all the auditoriums. So that means that there's menus and delivered directly to your seat.
That sounds fantastic. Can we see more?
Yeah.
Wow, Tim, this place looks great. The barnwood, the garage doors. Tell me, how many seats are in the restaurant?
It's roughly 130, including the patio.
And do you need a movie ticket to eat in the pub?
Not at all. You can just come here and have lunch or have a drink. It's completely open to the public.
What type of food does the restaurant serve?
We have a full range of pizzas and burgers and sandwiches. We have fried pickles, milkshakes.
Can you tell me about the bar and how many beers you have to offer?
We have 32 taps. They're all local. We have 1 local root beer and 1 local cider, and then the other 30 are local beers. We also have local alcohols from Tattersall Distillery, local coffee from Bootstrap Coffee, local ice cream from Sebastian Joe's, and local tortillas from a St. Paul tortilla maker, La Perla.
And can you get those beverages in the theater as well?
Yes, you can order all the food and beverages all from your seat.
Wow, you can get food right at your seat? We gotta go check that out.
All right.
Wow, Tim, this place is incredible. I gotta take a look at this seat. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, all the auditoriums have the full recliners, automated with the electric footrest and all that. You have a menu underneath your table with a light that allows you to see once the lights go down. And then you have your order cards up here that allow you to write down your order if you come in after the movie starts. And then you can just put it up like that. The server sees it as like a flag. They sneak by, grab it without saying anything, and they keep moving. But we do encourage people to show up 30 minutes early because we don't show any ads leading into the movie. The 30 minutes after we start seating is a curated pre-show that's specifically tailored to the movie you're going to see. So if you're going to see the new Marvel movie, that whole pre-show is catching you up on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including a bunch of older classic clips and a bunch of trivial tidbits. It makes it more interesting to show up early, and that allows you to go through the menu in full light and greet your server.
Well, these chairs are comfortable enough. I'll have no problem getting here 30 minutes before. So tell me more about your ticketing policy. You have a stricter guidelines for movie enjoyment.
If you're under 18, you're not allowed in without a parental guardian. That partially has to do with the full bar and the full menu with the alcohol on it. But we do offer a bunch of family programming, so the whole family is welcome together.
So tell me who you're marketing towards. Who's your #1 client?
Film lovers, really. I mean, that's the main goal. Is that we're a movie theater for film lovers by film lovers. We have a curated programming that goes from just not only your first-run titles, but also lots of repertory, older cult films and classics. We do things called movie parties, where you get props to interact with the movie, sing-alongs, quote-alongs, all kinds of range of things for the movie lover.
And it sounds like because you're family-friendly, you're building future movie lovers as well.
I would hope so.
Wow, Tim, this place looks incredible.
Thanks
for the tour. Can you tell me, why did Alamo Drafthouse pick Woodbury as its first location in the Twin Cities area?
I mean, Woodbury's a growing suburb, and Alamo is a destination theater, so I think that it's a perfect distance where we have the destination from the Twin Cities and also from Hudson and Wisconsin side of things. It's kind of a perfect kind of hub for all that.
On behalf of the City of Woodbury, I want to thank you for the investment into the community. The city looks forward and the residents look forward to enjoying many movies at your theater.
All right, yeah, thank you.
That's it for this edition of Woodbury Citystyle. The Public Works expansion construction should be ongoing for approximately 1 year. Please exercise caution when traveling on Tower Drive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.